So the F4F Phantom for Germany is actually a shocking cast platform that I don't think a lot of people really ever talk about. Now, sitting at 10.3 in ground RB's rating, it's actually a very decent platform for doing air-to-ground missions. You get access to two AGM-65Bs, and yes, you don't necessarily have a targeting camera. You do get the camera from the Mavericks. You get access to Gunpods, AIM-9Js, and a lot of unguided casts. You can carry, I personally like to carry the 1,000-pounders, but you can also carry the 3,000-pounder and 2,000-pound bombs. I personally like the 1,000-pounders because it's more drops, and I really don't see too many people really talking about this aircraft, and so I'm going to go over some of the pros that it really does have. So one of the big pros, obviously, like I already stated, is it's at 10.3 in ground RB. You're an F4 Phantom. I mean, you're 11.0 in air RB for a reason. You have good engine power, you have good missiles, you have good weaponry. And so sitting out here at 10.3, you're going to be one of the most dominant or more dominant aircraft. And you get good weaponry. I mean, two guided Mavericks on a supersonic platform with good unguided cast options. That's not bad. That is not a bad loadout whatsoever. I do want to point out that, you know, there are better 10.3 strike fighters. I'm not disagreeing with that statement. But for what this actually is, the F4F is a very, very dangerous option. And it's not only, you know, necessarily just a dual threat, but you're able to bring it out here, perform, you know, air-to-air combat at 10.3 in a 10.3 lineup. You can do air-to-ground with the Maverick. You can carry a lighter loadout if you want to do mix. I mean, you can carry 2 Mavericks and 4 missiles and don't take the Gunpods and don't take the centerline bombs, or take rockets on the centerline, or take rockets instead of the Gunpods and make it lighter. So there's a lot of options for your loadouts that don't necessarily have to just be, I want to run I'm running 2 Gunpods, 3 bombs, 4 missiles, and 2 Mavericks. You don't necessarily have to run that sort of loadout. You can run more rockets. I mean, this thing has Zunis and has a computer for them. It's going to be just as dangerous as what, you know, like something like the A10 with Zunis or something like the A7 with Zunis. I mean, so I mean you're going to have a lot of different options running this aircraft in your lineup, and if you want to spawn it in as a, you know, air-to-air option, you can, or spawn it in as an air-to-ground. Like, you're not necessarily stuck, and I do actually think it is a very solid 10.3 cast aircraft. I don't think there's necessarily a lot of, you know, things I'd actually want to run over it. I actually think it's a fairly fun aircraft. I'm a big fan of the Phantom, so I have no issues running it in a lineup, you know, in ground RB. And this one seems to just kind of stand out to me because it's, you know, such a lower BR than what other ones are, and it has the guided weaponry. Really, you only really see that on other of the more like the ICE, you know, it's more top tier with the AM-120s. So let me know what your guys' thoughts are on the F4F. Do you guys think it is a decent cast platform? I actually really like it. Would you guys run it in a ground RB lineup? Do you think it's a fun multi-role? I do want to know what your guys' thoughts are. If you guys are not already subscribed, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers, and we're trying to get there by the end of the year. Also, join the Discord that's linked down below in the description. We're trying to get to 1,000 members there, and we're actually getting pretty close. And let me know in the comments what sort of vehicles you guys want to see in a later video. We are about to move, so content is going to be a bit touch and go here for the next week or two. But I do want to continue at it, and I do want to know what you guys want to see. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.